Hi, this is Dave again with a demonstration of importing data into the JCAT system. From the previous video, you'll recall that I exported data into a directory, and I'm going to bring that data back into the system in such a way that it can be duplicated for multiple users. Going back to that saved data, you'll recall we have an employee CSV file that has a description of the corporate hierarchy in it. This is what we saved for the Dave Subs organization. And one of the things we have to think about right away is how we're going to use this data. In the Dave Subs data, Milo is the manager, and all of the other employees report to Milo. But in bringing the data back in, what we really want is all of the employees reporting to our customer, who is a user. It does us no good if Milo logs in and sees the data. We want to replicate this several times and essentially flatten the data out. So I'm going to start by hand editing the CSV file, and I'm going to take Milo right out of here from the get-go, and then I will save that file. Next, I'm going to go back to the application, and while that's coming up, I'm going to take a quick look at an account that I have set up ahead of time. This account is called the RuneLord Subs account, and I'm going to just take a quick peek at the employees here. I'm just checking to see that the account is empty or mostly empty. And as you can see, I only have one user in here. This is the account admin, and this is the account admin's email address. I'm going to start by copying that and pasting it into the tool, entering my password, and you can see we have no users in here. So we're going to actually start by creating a user that would represent a typical manager at our customer account. Alright, I will do new employee. I'm just going to call this person user 1, and I'll give him an email address that I can easily get at here. And this person is going to belong to an org I'll just call my org, and create a fake location called my loc. This person is definitely going to be a manager, and let's give them a department. We'll just say manager of widgets to get them started. I'll go ahead and save this person. And now what we want to do is create a bunch of direct reports for user 1 modeled off of the Dave Subs data. So to do that, we're going to go up to employees, right click, and we're going to do an import all this time. And here I get a dialog that allows me to do some interesting transformations while I'm doing an import. You can play with all of the options, but I'm just going to focus on what I've got set up for Dave Subs. So you'll recall all of our email addresses need to be unique on the JCAT system, and Dave Subs data is already in there under the Dave Subs account, so we need to kind of create a set of fake email addresses so that the uniqueness is maintained. And I've got a special radio button here set up just for that. It's called Add Unique Keep Domain, and that's going to let me do things like take a base email address like this milo@davesubs.com and just tack on a unique identifier that associates it to this account by pure convention. So for this demo, I'm going to make my unique identifier plus subs. And the other thing that needs to happen is I need to flatten the corporate hierarchy. So really what I want is everyone reporting to my user 1. So I'm going to make sure this set direct manager of everyone imported is set to OE unit test subs user 1, which if you'll recall is the email address I assigned when I created user 1. And I need to point this tool at the directory of data that I previously saved. That is the Dave Subs folder under my document directory, so I will select that. And when I'm sure all of that is good, I will hit OK. And it's going to take a couple of minutes to upload everything here. We'll just wait for it. Again, just looking in the background of my IDE window here, waiting for the messages to stop scrolling. Okay, looks like it's done. The tree has updated. You'll recognize all of the employees here. Do a quick view of each one of them, noticing, hey, I've got their picture back, which I previously saved. They're now pointing to user 1 as their direct manager. Each one of them is reporting to the same manager, and that's essentially what I was trying to achieve with this import of the Dave Subs information. And that concludes this demo.